Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I got every single egg in the Dinosaur Simulator Easter event, including the egg required to unlock the SPAWN SHUNOSAURUS, which is what I am right now. This is by far the rarest skin of the Easter event. Let's get right into it. Alright, so first up is the Eggpic Face egg, and as you can see here, I'm standing inside the Eggpic Face. The Eggpic Face is located right here on the map. You can tell because you can see it on the map, and it should say Eggpic Face right here to make sure you're standing inside of it. And all you have to do is type in the chat exactly what you see on the screen. But as you can see, the message popped up and the egg spawned on the right eye. And it should look like this. All you have to do is go up, collect it, and there you go. The Eggpic Face egg will give you 69 golden eggs and 420 DNA. Alright, so the next up is the Beevil Egg. And you'll find the Beevil Egg near the Eastview Canal. And all you have to do is wait until the Beevil Egg spawns. They should spawn no matter what. And what I recommend to do is jump in the water so you don't accidentally chase the Beevil Eggs. You can see they're right there. You don't want to chase them into the water. The thing with these eggs is that they'll try to run from you. So you don't want to fly, you don't want to glide, you don't want to run. Just walk at them until you back them into a corner like this. And once they're backed into a corner, you can just collect it. Not that difficult. And once you have it, you can get 2000 DNA and 150 golden eggs from it. Okay, so now for the frog egg or the Beelzeggbufo egg. It should spawn around this area, which is somewhere around the trees. And it usually spawns on a mushroom. Both times I've seen it, it spawned on a mushroom like this. One of the purple ones to be specific, and it'll just spawn like this. All you have to do is jump on it to collect it. And there you go, you discovered the Beelzeggbufo. This is definitely one of the easier eggs to get, so you shouldn't really have a problem finding it. It really just randomly spawns here. Okay, so for the ordinary fossilized egg, you want to find this campsite, which is located right here on the map. And you want to go down this tunnel. You don't have to talk to any of the other NPCs unless you want to know about the story. You want to speak to Liam here and click through all this. And he will send you on a mission to fetch his satchel, which is located in a cave behind a waterfall. So the waterfall you're looking for is around here, which should be near the rotten forest at this area of the map. Once you see it, you want to fly into the waterfall. And the satchel should be located right here. And all you have to do is press F to pick it up. It's right there. And now all you have to do is fly back to Liam and hand him his satchel. Alright, I'm back at the campsite. You want to walk down here, speak to Liam. He will break the wall behind the egg, so you can collect it now. And collect it like this. The fossilized egg will reward you with 200 golden eggs and 2000 DNA. Alright, so next up, the Sneggck. This is one of the easiest eggs to get. It literally just spawns anywhere on the map. And it looks like this when you find it. I guarantee you'll find this on the map. And here's what it rewards you with. Alright, next up we have the Tricereggtops egg, and to get this egg you must be a Tricereggtops. I don't think it matters what stage you are or what skin you're using. Basically, get to this portal, which is located in Flower Field, as you can see here, and walk right in with your Tricereggtops. Once you walk in, you'll be teleported to a different map where you have to beat this little parkour thing, which is kind of difficult actually. You'll be turned into a plush Triceratops, and you'll have to head this way. So the way it works is that these things are the checkpoints, so you want to hide in here. Every few seconds there's going to be a giant Triceratops wall like that. That wipes out everyone. Yep, you can see I died here when I got hit by it. You want to hide in the little hole so you don't get killed, and it'll also act as checkpoints, so if you die you'll respawn there. There will also be those chompers from Plants vs Zombies at the top of the ceiling, which kills me a couple times here before I realized you can just look up at the ceiling to see where they're planted. Now, the hardest part of the entire parkour is probably this area with the logs. It's hard because the logs move pretty random, so you don't know if you're going to have a path or not. And there's lag sometimes, so that could also kill you. And the hardest part is they only give you a couple seconds to travel to the next checkpoint. And yeah, it took me a couple tries before I was able to figure out how to successfully get across. Once you do figure it out though, the timing is pretty tight at the last part. Even if you make every single jump, you have to like sit in this area a little bit. The guy in front of me didn't know, so he got killed. I think I got lucky because I was there when the Tricereggtops face passed. After that, you just jump into the pit and you claim the Triceratops egg right here, and then you'll be teleported back. At this point, you can just leave and claim the egg in the main game. So here we are back in the main game with the Triceratops egg unlocked. Gives us 3000 DNA and 250 golden eggs. Okay, so for the egg in sheep's clothing, you have to go to this region right here, which should be here on the map, and you have to speak to this guy in the back here. And here is what happens when you speak to him. Say what's wrong, where is he? You have to find his son, and I think he should be in the rotten forest. Once you're at the forest, you have to look for Gert's son, which is right here, and you have to speak to him. Gert Jr. Okay, follow me. And I think he will start following us. This part might be a bit tricky. Oh, we have to tell him to follow. Yeah, so he basically acts like a baby NPC. You have to lead him to his father. All you have to do next is talk to Gert, and he should give you the egg. Thank you, Gert. No problem. And there we go. You've discovered the egg in sheep's clothing, which should be right here. And it will give you the cottontail Myosaurus skin. Alright, so for the worm egg, what you want to do is find the mall, which is right here. If you go on the map, you can actually see it right near the Jurassic jungle. It should be this little hole right here. And once you're there, what I'd like to do is first I make a pack and I create a nest here. And once my nest is down, I could switch to another dino I'm willing to sacrifice. And in this case, I'm sacrificing my baby T-Rex. All I have to do is walk up to this thing and speak to it. And all it says is to feed me. Alright, you can see I have the little thing above my head. And all I have to do is jump into the maw. And it says the maw has been fed a body. And you can see it says 1 out of 8 now. I just have to do this 8 times and I should be able to unlock the egg. And once you've jumped in 8 times, all you have to do is speak to the maw again. And you've discovered the worm egg. And once you go to claim it, you can see you get 3000 DNA and 150 golden eggs. Alright, to get the Moyai egg, you have to first be at the Easter Isle, which I'm already at. Here is where it's located around the map. And once you're there, you're going to look at the Moyai statues. And some of them are going to have a windmill sticking out of a crack, which should look like this. And all you have to do is fly around until you find it. And don't forget to check the Moyai statues on this island, because each of these could have the windmill too. And yeah, I was right, the windmill is right here. And once you see it, you want to interact. And you should be spinning the windmill. Once you spin it, it'll disappear and reappear on a different statue. And all you gotta do is find it 2 more times and it should unlock the Moyai egg. And here I found the second windmill. I'm gonna spin it again. Now all I have to do is find it 1 more time. And there you have it. This is the last location of the windmill. Since this is the 3rd time I found it, that means I will be getting the egg. Yep, you've discovered the Moyai egg. The Moyai Egg gives me the Valley Golem Akimosaurus and 200 golden eggs. Alright, next up we have the Dev Egg, and while I'm at it, I'm also going to cover the Mod Egg, which is this one right here. Both of these you obtain the same way. For the Dev Egg, which is this, you get it from meeting a developer. A developer should look like this in the chat, and they should spawn an egg that looks like this thing, this floating thing right here, and all you have to do is go to it and collect it. Keep in mind this only works if a developer, which looks like this, is in your server. And most of the time, they're probably not. You're just gonna have to get lucky, or you can join the Discord and see when they're on. And the same thing goes for the Mod Egg. So the Mod Egg is the exact same way. I actually have some footage of me getting the Mod Egg. You can see that down there, there's a bunch of eggs. They don't usually spawn in the mall. It's just that this moderator in particular decided to put them down there. But once you see it, you just collect it and you get these eggs. Keep in mind that the mod and dev eggs don't have any rewards. The reward is literally just the egg that is floating around. Like, this is the reward, the little egg next to you. You don't actually need it to obtain the SPAWN SHUNOSAURUS. Next up, for the 24 karat gold egg, this is like another one of those eggs that just spawns anywhere. Basically, it spawns in the place of one of these normal golden eggs. You can see that the 24 karat golden egg looks a bit different than the normal one. It has this base on it, and once you see it spawn, you just collect it like this. And it says you've discovered the 24 karat egg, and here are the rewards: a bunch of golden skins, 500 golden eggs, and 100 SDNA. Right, next up we have the Easter basket egg. This one is both simple and hard at the same time. So first thing you want to do is head to the Easter bunny and talk to him. This is where the Easter bunny should be, and all you have to do is go through the dialogue here. And once you do that, you can grab the Easter basket right here. And there are a lot of spawn locations for the 6 eggs you're supposed to find. One is right there. I got lucky. This is what it's supposed to look like. Those are the ones you want to collect. You can see when I collected it, it says 1 out of 6. But some of these eggs you don't want to collect. This one I got lucky again, actually. I got extremely lucky and found another egg to collect. That's 2 out of 6. And let me show you what I mean when I say some of these eggs you don't want to collect. Like this one right here. You see that fuse on it? This is a decoy egg. You do not want to collect this. It will not count towards your total, and when you see here I collect it, it actually damages me. So yeah, any egg with a fuse, do not collect. Once you collect all 6 eggs, it says you found all the missing eggs, you've discovered the Easter egg basket. Here are the rewards. It does give you a new skin, which is nice, and 200 golden eggs. Okay, so for the drinking egg, you want to talk to this guy right here. He is located right around this area, and you want to speak to him. He does not like the water that is next to him, so you have to deliver him a cup of water. And the cups are all located up on top of the tree. You can fly up using like a pteranodon or any sort of pterosaur. And once you get up to the very top here, you'll see a bunch of different mugs on each of the points. The one you're looking for is blue and has glasses on it, which I think is this one right here. Yep, blue and has glasses. And you want to collect it like this. And then you have to walk it down all the way because you can't fly or run, because if you do, the mug will spill and you'll have to redo the whole thing again. And once you're here, you want to make a right. And that should lead you right back to Gregorian, and you just give him the mug. And he will say he likes the water. And now it says you've discovered the drinking egg, and the drinking egg will give you a new skin, the Drinking Bird Gigantoraptor. Okay, so to get the honey egg, or the ancient Eggber of Beevolution, you have to head to Honeyhaven, which should be right here on the map. And you walk up and talk to the queen bee, And what will happen is that the queen bee will give you a quest to collect pollen. But it's not as easy as it seems. It just says 200 pollen as of now, but there's actually like a bunch of different kinds of pollen. I'll put it up on the screen. Here are all the kinds of pollen you need to collect. And because I didn't know at this point of recording, I decided to head over here, which had jolly pollen. You actually need at least 200 jolly pollen. And jolly pollen spawns on flowers in Easter Wilds, which is where the Eggpic Face is. And of course, any flower with the little particles around it means that it's ready for pollination. And yeah, pretty much all you have to do is fly around collecting pollen from these flowers. And once you hit 200 pollen, which is the max amount you can carry, you gotta fly all the way back to the queen. And once you're there, you can deposit all of your pollen. And there is a machine here that keeps track of all the pollen you need. So you need 5 different kinds of pollen and a total of 1000 pollen. This might be the most grindy minigame. And the next kind of pollen you need is the comb pollen, which spawns right outside. This is probably the easiest kind of pollen to get because you don't really have to fly far. And just like the other kind, you collect 200 and head back to the beehive. So for the exotic pollen, this stuff only spawns in the Jurassic jungle. So if you fly over there, the flowers should have exotic pollen. And just like all the others, you need about 200. Now there's 2 different kinds of pollen left. There's the somber pollen, which spawns in Rain-Swept Valley, which is all the way over here. And you actually only need 100 somber pollen, but I recommend collecting 200 anyway because you'll need a total of 1000. And the rarest of all pollen is the wretched pollen, which is actually at the Easter Spire, but near the tower and the bridge. There's only 2 flowers that I saw with the wretched pollen, but we only need 10, so we don't actually need too much of that stuff. After collecting 10, I just head back to the beehive, and you'll notice that even though I meet all the requirements for the different kinds of pollen, I still only have around 700 compared to 1000. So that means I'm gonna have to get out there and collect some more pollen, even though I already meet the requirements. I don't know why they designed it like that. That's kind of weird. I ended up just choosing to collect some more comb pollen, which is the closest. You know, you just got to collect around 200, 300 more pollen, and you should be good to go after that. And once you hit 1000 pollen, just talk to the queen bee, and then she'll award you with the ancient egg of beehives. And there you go. And you will actually get the honey heist Giga-Titan from this. So for the war egg, you have to be in a server with 20 plus people. And there's going to be a beam that spawns in the Rain-Swept Valley region, which is where I'm at right now. The beam will look like this, coming from the sky, and the server will tell you when the beam spawns. If your server's too small, it'll also tell you that your server's too small, so that's good. And the tough part about this is people will try to steal it from you, so you gotta make a nest and try to spawn as a stronger dino in case someone comes along trying to steal it from you. And you also have to be an elder, by the way. I'm a baby baryonyx right now. And you can see it just telling me that it demands an elder. Okay, looks like this time I'm getting really lucky and I don't see anyone trying to steal the beam from me. So we will just claim it. You could technically get this peacefully if no one shows up, which we are really lucky right now. All you have to do is collect it. It's basically the same as a glass beam. Stay in the bubble for 10 seconds, and once the 10 seconds are up, you've discovered the Egg of War, and here are the rewards for it. Okay, so to get the Soul's Egg, it's actually pretty simple, but it's kind of annoying. You have to talk to this egg right here, and it will give you the quest to kill 8 players, which looks like this on top of your head, and you have to kill 8 different players. The thing that makes this better is that you can kill people who are not elder, as long as their dino has a growth rate of 1 or higher. So this little guy, if I kill him, it would technically count as a kill. Okay, so it looks like this guy is agreed to let me kill him. And now if I were to kill him, it should count, even though he is just a baby. Yep, okay, that counted for the number of souls. And another thing you have to keep in mind is that you have to do the kills in the forest. So the forest is located right here near the rotten forest. And if you get a kill outside of the forest, it's not going to count, which is really annoying. And look at that. That's another golden egg. These are really common. And you yourself have to be using a dino with a growth rate multiplier of 1. So I was using Acra, which has 1. And if I were to use albino, that's also fine because 1.5, but I can't use like berry or anything like that. You could also alt farm, although this might take a while because you need 8 different alts, but any dino with a growth rate multiplier of over 1 should work. You can see here I'm killing my alt right now, and it should count towards the soul once I'm done. Yep, 7 out of 8. I just need one more kill before I can claim the egg. Okay, so this is going to be my final kill. After I get this guy, I should be able to claim the egg. Yep, 8 out of 8, I got it. I think I have to go back to the egg to claim it. So after I get my 8 kills, I can just go back to the egg, and I think I can just claim it. Okay, never mind. It's literally right there, I think. Yep, I've discovered the Putreggfied souls, and here is what the rewards for the egg is going to be. 500 golden eggs, 200 SDNA, 5000 DNA. Okay, so after I claim that, I automatically unlock the completionist badge, which requires you to get all of these eggs except for the mod and dev egg. I don't think these count towards this, but you will get this automatically from getting all the eggs. So let me just claim this. Just the badge, I think that's all it gives me. And now I'm ready to get the final egg. So for the final egg, this is going to be the hardest egg to obtain and the one that unlocks the SPAWN SHUNOSAURUS skin. This is the last egg on the page. For this egg, you need to first go to this location around here, specifically this little area I'm circling with my cursor. Once you get to that area, you want to use like a faster creature to get in here. So you want to go to this area, and then you can enter through the wall, I believe. Yep, okay, so you have to glitch through this little area right here. And it looks like someone already put a nest here, which makes sense. I'm gonna put my nest somewhere inside here, if it would let us. Okay, it actually let us, that's good. And this is gonna be the hard part. I'm gonna put on my map so you can see where I'm going. You have to keep going through this tunnel until you see a white light at the end of the tunnel. This might be a bit hard because it's pitch black and I can't really see where I'm going. But if I just keep moving, I think I should eventually reach there. I'm gonna turn the brightness up when I'm recording so you can get a better idea of where I'm going. This part shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Maybe this way? This way seems a little brighter. Aha, okay, so we got it right here. And I've recorded that so you guys can follow where I went. And once you see this little door, you wanna go up to it and press unlock. And this is going to be the hard part because once you're in here, this is sort of like a maze. It's easier to see now, but the maze is a lot longer. Here's a picture of the maze, and you will start right here once you enter the door. I'm going to take this really slow to make sure I'm going in the right direction. Alright, so looks like we actually managed to beat the maze. That was really hard, even with a map. The only thing I could say to you guys is good luck on that, but once you get to the end of the door, all you have to do is come through the door like this, and jump through the pit, I think? Is that what you do? Hold on, what is this? Oh yeah, and then once you walk through here, yeah, that's all. You get the Fractured Delusion, which I believe is the last egg on the list. right here. And once you claim it, you will get the SPAWN SHUNOSAURUS. And here is what the egg looks like, by the way. This is the final boss egg. This is everything completed in the event. And now let's check out what the SPAWN SHUNOSAURUS looks like. Alright, so here is the SPAWN SHUNOSAURUS skin. I have the egg equipped as well. It is an interesting skin for sure. It reminds me a lot of the Hydrolania skin, mostly because it only has 2 front limbs and no back limbs. The head is very human-like for a dinosaur skin, and it's attached to a long neck. It's almost like a human skull fixed on the body of a serpent with legs. I will be doing a full showcase on this skin, of course. That's how to get every single egg in the Easter event so far. Hope you guys found the video helpful, and I'll see you all in the next one.